Introducing the entirely new 2001 Aurora by Oldsmobile. You whip through curves precisely.
So from the Curt website for installing the hitch on the Oldsmobile Aurora, we're back at that now. Installation says remove the exhaust hanger bracket from the bottom of the frame rail and disconnect the rubber hanger attached to the exhaust tailpipe. So we'll start with that first. Alright, so they are talking about this portion here. That's the bracket. I will remove that. And it's the same thing on both sides. Alright, there it is. It's off. That's the mounting screw. That position is now available. Okay, it says when lifting the hitch into position, you may need to bend or cut heat shield, temporarily attach using hitch as template. Drill 2 17/36 holes as indicated. I guess we'll pay a little closer attention to that drawing. Another thing I needed to do was actually remove the retaining screws on that hanger up there supporting the exhaust on a jack stand. Now that is to give me access to that hole right there on both, same thing on the other side. In the meantime, reusing the threaded inserts that are in the frame rail, was able to reuse that bolt with a Belleville washer to hold the hitch up in place. It's centered. This thing is, it comes right behind that plate, right up against that, so that's good. So now I need to mark those holes and drill out and then use the fish wire to fish a bolt in from the inside. So first of all, I'll get the right drill bit out onto the drill, see if I have to lower this or move it over to get clearance for that. So I dropped the exhaust that far in order to swing it over enough to drill the new hole, and then I ran the fish wire through the hole in the side. It's a rectangular hole. It's large enough to get this plate through, separate than the bolt. But right now, so I fished it through into the newly drilled hole. Then I shoved the new backing plate over the fish wire and then ran the bolt through and threaded it. And now, if all goes well, I'm gonna need two hands, but anyway, I'll pull this through. I'll feed the plate through first and then the bolt, and then it should all get pulled through the newly drilled hole and end up looking like that. So, by the way, it was only feasible to do this with, once I'd marked the holes, get the hitch receiver out of the way. So, installation complete. Now the kit came with one angle bracket, and it should have come with two. And those were to replace this hanger. But frankly, I could set the two side by side. They appear to be roughly the same, so I wasn't seeing any benefit. I went ahead and just reinstalled with the longer new bolt, the Belleville washer, give me more of a bearing area, and then the lock nut, the lock washer, split lock washer. So that's on both sides. Everything is torqued down and it's on. So let the bike, oh yeah, I did put the hanger bolts back on. Oh, I do have one more thing to do. I forgot the nut on the hanger up there. Then it'll be done. I'm going to cheat a little bit here in that I've already done this job, but I'll show you what I did do in order to install the wiring harness for a trailer hitch. Okay, first thing is get that trunk panel out of the way. And then there are they're nuts that go on top of studs that come out. I seem to be missing one. I don't know why, but something to put on my list for the next time I go to the junkyard. While they just pull off, they actually seem to screw. I'm sorry, while they just push on, you have to unscrew them to get them off. All right, this panel lifts up, and then that comes out of the way. And then I'm going to refer to the manual, because what you do is you splice into the wires. So we have the wiring diagram for the right side and the wiring diagram for the left side. And the way this works is there is so that's the end that plugs into a trailer, and then hidden underneath here is the little box that does the magic of converting separate wires that are connected to blinker lights and brake lights, and brings that whole functionality together. What I ended up doing is using those wicked splice things and connecting to the wires that I needed to. So white on the system connects to ground, and that was a good place to do that. The green wire goes all the way over, and it connects to the right hand blinker circuit, which is a blue wire. So the connections over here are blue wire for blinker. So the green wire from this little conversion box goes and connects to the blue wire on the right hand side, which I've done there. And then the other connections here, the blinker wire, which is the yellow, goes to blue on the wire harness, and then the purple wire goes to green, I believe, and that is the wire that goes to the headlights, which would then be tail lights here on a trailer. And then finally the I don't remember what color it was, I think it's white, is the brake light. Yeah, white, I believe. Anyway, you can refer to the manual here to get all the information you would need.
Aurora by Oldsmobile. You whip through curves precisely. You grip the road securely. The remarkably agile Aurora.